am to report within the last hour time frame. I went into the bathroom to do some hand washing of a few garments. At that point in time when I left, it was cooked human remains level 2, without a doubt, by no mistake. It is stuck in the air. Alright. Entire terrace cell is jet black. There was still a TV just left on and running from the basement, blasting through the entire 3 floors of the terrace cell. There's no terrace that I was aware of other than blasting TVs. I go into the bathroom. There's, at that point I realized an organ harvesting operation going full speed ahead. There's a TV blasting in the bathroom. I confirm it's the same TV I heard blasting in my room, which I've reported tens of dozens of times. That TV is closed, the bedroom door to that TV, so you don't hear it because they're in full swing operation of violent, grotesque, horrific crimes that they are harbored and protected to do in their bedrooms at 1509 S Street Northwest, Washington, D.C., and the ISIS terrorist cell. All right, we are in a ISIS terrorist cell that harvest organs. Many law enforcement, city and federal, are involved in the terrorist cell located at the address I just recited. At that point, within a 2-minute range of me being in there, the terrorists crept in, very covert. You only heard them take 2 steps, but they were racing barefoot. But you only heard them like take steps twice. They're really getting experienced up there. This is my opinion of moving and maneuvering themselves very, very, very covert and silently. This is the meth addicts that I believe are learning to do this. I believe it's the meth addicts, but I could be wrong. The water started running, really heavy faucet of tons of gallons of water, like I described before. They do up there. Okay? After the terrorist, to my best knowledge, entered, I heard it racing. I heard 2 steps, but who knows how many are up there and all that. Right, I understand that. Because it also seemed like there was all of a sudden a terrorist over my head, which I need to report. So maybe there was 2. I heard one racing in the hallway, barefoot, really being pretty good at being quiet, but you still hear it. Then I hear 2 footsteps real light over my head. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, it had come from the hallway into the bathroom. I was surprised, but this is why I might think there was 2 up there. I don't care anymore. I know I heard 1 in the hallway, 1 in the bathroom. I'm done. And I reported they sit in the bathroom over my head. All of a sudden, they'll be there. So I'm done. They started running all this water and working with the TV blasting in my bathroom, blasting in that bathroom, blasting in the murder room. But the door is closed. You only hear the blasting TV from the basement. Okay, so about 5 minutes into the bathroom in that range, when I'm in there with the door closed, a terrorist then starts stomping around, obvious wanting to be heard. I mean, everything you could do to be heard. A terrorist did that barefoot. Then it started clinking for about a minute on glass, jars, bundles of it. It's like a bag full, okay, a big bag full of glass jars. Then after that, it made its way clop, barefoot, really loud down the stairs. I know it was barefoot because I heard it pass by my bathroom door. It was not wearing shoes. It went down to the kitchen where it disappeared. I could not hear it maneuvering or doing any terrorist activity at that point when it went to floor 1. What I did hear and what is to be reported to the top cops is that about 2-minute range, which the top cops know this. I am confirming it. within 2 minutes of the terrorist going downstairs and vanishing into the first floor, I mean, it didn't make any noise once it got down there. I was listening to all of this. I didn't have any water running, just to mention, but the top cops know I didn't. I was in there washing garments. The TV is still blasting in the bathroom, but you can still hear. All right, so at that point, upstairs, back towards S Street or in the sex worker, ISIS terrorist, female terrorist, her fake bedroom. All right, back that way on floor 3, a massive, major combat happened. Boom. It was like one right next after the next. It was no seconds apart. Boom, boom. And it was muffled, but that had to have been a kill. Well, with no doubt. And my guidance was you were going to hear that. My guidance was don't be afraid. Stay in the bathroom. Finish what you're doing and then come back and shelter in place. It was bad enough, that kill, that at first my green light was when you hear it, immediately vacate the bathroom and then shelter in place. And then it went, once it happened, I asked Jesus, he said, no, stay there. You have 2 minutes and I want you to start running a lot of water. He was trying to tell me how dangerous of a kill that was, which I have no doubt heard that. And he was trying to tell me I'd have to shelter in place after that, which I had to do, I still am. And not say a word or anything until a set time. If I could even talk about it, which take note, I am talking about it. And this was about 2 minutes after the terrorist had made itself very present, wanting to be on YouTube. That went to floor 1. So then I heard combat a kill upstairs on floor 3 within 2 minutes after it had gone downstairs. There was another one up there. It had to be big person, very big person to go boom, like that. Like, I'm not describing this combat anymore. My ears are plugged right now in order to even do this at all. So we're not going to go through this anymore. Okay, and then I need to finish. So when the combat actually did happen, I'm like, okay, here it is. That's what I was warned about. I asked, am I fleeing in the bathroom now? I'm dropping everything and running? No, it was run water right now, 2 minutes. You got 2 minutes, run water. So I did. I scrubbed more, then ran that water. While I was running the water, I did not hear the terrorists go back up the stairs, okay? Because the water was running. Can't hear really that kind of barefoot sneaking around the stairs. I tend to not hear that. I then heard a whole bunch of barefoot panorama over my head, but it was really muffled, really covert, and it was so covert that the fact I'm talking about it, take note, because sometimes it's not allowed. There was a ruckus, like I've reported, it was just the same. Fast, it went for less than 60 seconds, but within a time range of that, covert, muffled combat. Then it was over. But the TV, by the time I was done rinsing all those t-shirts and stuff, I did a small little load because I don't need to explain this. Let's move on. All right, so there. Once I was done rinsing my t-shirts and my tank tops, which wasn't a lot, I'll give you a time range, 10 minutes. Yeah, 10 minutes or less, 7 minutes. Okay, so there, the time frame is set. I turned the water off and the TV was still blasting in my bathroom. The shop seemed to be still open, but it didn't hear any terrorists. Nobody moving around. Now, if the female terrorist went back upstairs and I did hear it, I do need to put on my report that I literally can't remember. I'd have to have my memory jogged. And that does happen with witness testimony, and this is the first time to my consciousness that that's happening. I honestly can't remember if I heard her coming up the stairs or if I didn't, because sometimes she slams the door. But it's because of the danger of that kill. I just, until I'm having a conversation with the authorities, and then they say, oh no, this happened and that, I'll go, oh yeah, no, you're right, and then I'll clearly remember. But right now, as it stands, my memory of it is I don't remember hearing her go back up the stairs, but I could be wrong, and I need to tell the top cops that. But everything else is crystal clear. Everything else I'm reporting, crystal clear. So I left the bathroom, I wringed all my little t-shirts and tank tops out. I left the bathroom with the bundle in my hand. I went, opened the door. I didn't smell any cooked human remains. Level 1 is going down. I didn't smell any chemical weapons. It's all the same. The TV's blasting. Just from the basement, really loud. Nothing from the floor 3. I go in my room, the TV's blasting like it was, like I had left in my room, in the bathroom, but nothing else was different except that muffled ruckus and that fucking straight combat that happened before the ruckus on floor 3. And then it was drop everything, put the little wet t-shirts in a plastic bag, keep the light off, get out of that room and go in here, close your door and everything you do, and shelter in place. And that's what I've been doing for a while now. And I'm reporting this, I'm gonna put it up. There's been other terrorist activity, but as it goes, I cannot talk about any of it except this, okay? All right, bye.